All right, another episode of things that annoy me on Seriously Silliness Bodybuilding. Like, share, subscribe. So these episodes are basically things that get on my nerves. And I can't believe I waited this long to do this one, but it kind of got to a tipping point, a boiling point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. So these are social media influencers that are either irresponsible or full of shit or just horrible influencers, give bad information. And then there are people like me who try to give, good information and good content and try to be entertaining. And I don't have an eighth of the following that these people have. It blows me away that you have to be a complete moron in order to have a following. Anyway, the tipping point was the Tren Twins, right? Now, normally the Tren Twins don't really bother me too much because they're kind of young dudes who like to work out, admit that they use anabolics, and they're pretty entertaining. But this one, one of the twins wound up in the hospital. Apparently, from what I heard, it was because he took in too much caffeine in one instance before he went to the gym. From what I understand, he took in as much as 700 milligrams of caffeine. Then he went to the gym, collapsed in the gym, rushed him to the ER. 700 milligrams of caffeine. The pre workout that I use a half a serving and it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. And if I take that too late, like after 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, I can't sleep at night because I'm buzzing and I feel it. Like I drink that pre workout and 30 minutes into it, I'm like, whoa, I'm ready to go to the gym. So I have to drink it like either in the morning or right after work or whatever the case may be. If I take it too late, I'm not sleeping. Now, I'm not saying, I don't know how he took the caffeine. I don't know if it was a pre workout, an energy drink, coffee. I have no idea. But from what I understand, it was around about 700 milligrams of caffeine. That is so irresponsible. And at least if you're gonna do stupid shit, at least make another video that says, guys, don't do this. This was a mistake. I wound up in the hospital. Now you know, even when I was in my 20s, I wasn't that stupid. Like I did stupid stuff because I was like, ignorant because I was in my 20s. I didn't know any better. But everybody knows not to take in that much caffeine, that it's not good for you. I mean, it just blows me away. I mean, what's one cup of coffee? 200 milligrams, 150 milligrams of caffeine? And that's usually enough to make most people get up and go to work in the morning and start their day. Anyway, that one was the tipping point. But there's so many others. There's so many others in the past that have just gotten on my nerves. Obviously, the Liver King is another one. That guy just, just eat liver. Oh, that guy's just like he conned so many people into believing that if you eat sheep testicles or liver from a lion or whatever raw meat he said he was going to eat, that he got that jacked, that he got that buff. And then it turns out he was getting growth hormone and anabolics from a clinic. But he lied to the entire world. He lied to the entire fitness industry. And then here you got guys and people buying his bullshit supplement line, trying to eat raw animal flesh. And it worked because the guy was making so much money. I don't know what he's doing now. I have no idea. I don't follow him, but it's just another example. The third example, obviously, I don't know if he still does this, but it's Sam Sulek. He puts out a video, this was a few months ago, about what he eats on a daily basis. And he has a tremendous following, tremendous, insane following that he eats donuts and cereal and cheeseburgers and chocolate milk and whole milk. And this is his diet. What these guys don't understand is that it's irresponsible because you have so much influence on the youth. Because the young guys look up to you guys for information and how to do it and so on and so forth. And they're gonna do what you do. And your defense is gonna be, well, that's not on me. I just put out what I do, or I put out what I believe, and if somebody follows it, then that's fine. If that's your defense, then one, you're an idiot, or two, you're just a scam artist. There's so many fitness influencers like this, and it drives me crazy because there's no replacement for what really works. And what really works is hitting the gym every day on a consistent basis with intensity, eating right, making smart food choices, doing your cardio, and doing this for years upon years upon years in order to grow muscle. That's it. There's no easier way out. Not if you eat Liver King, not if you eat Dunkin' Donuts, not if you take 700 milligrams of caffeine. There's no easy way. Even if you decide that you want to take anabolic steroids, and I'm not condoning anybody taking anabolic steroids, but even if you decide to take anabolic steroids, if you don't put in the work, you're wasting your time. Anabolic steroids is supposed to be used as one of your tools in your arsenal. It's not supposed to be the answer. It's supposed to be all-encompassing. If somebody decides they're going to use it, or if somebody decides they're going to stay natural, the work ethic needs to stay the same. Otherwise, if you think that anabolic steroids is the answer, one, you're wasting your time. Two, you're wasting your money. Three, you might be hindering your health, and then you're just an idiot. You're just basically an idiot. And this next guy, really, I don't know how anybody follows this guy just because of his voice. Just his voice, Greg Doucette. I don't know how this guy has a huge following. I don't get it. I wouldn't follow Greg Doucette into the front door of my own house. His voice sounds like my relatives from Brooklyn. Just it's unbelievable. So he puts out this supplement called Turk Builder Plus. And he says, oh, it's, I have to look at it. That's why I'm looking at my notes because I had to write it down. I had to look it up because I have no idea what the hell he was talking about. And it's turkesterone. And, he puts out this video, 5% turkesterone and turkesterone, so on and so forth. I never heard of turkesterone in my life. Never heard of it. So I had to look it up. So I'm like, what is this turkesterone stuff, right? So, all right. So I look it up. Turkesterone is a phytoectic, I can't even pronounce the word, okay? Phytoecdysteroid found in numerous plant species, including Ajuga, Turkestanica, and various Vitex species. Right. Okay. So here's what they claim to do. It claims to increase lean muscle mass, stimulating the body's natural protein synthesis. It accomplishes by enhancing your cell's natural mRNA translation process, improving leucine, an essential branch chain amino acid. Okay. But if you keep reading about it, this is great. This is turkesterone supplements have not been extensively studied in human trials, and their safety and efficacy are not well established. Some supplement companies claim that turkesterone can increase muscle mass and promote lean mass gains, but there's still limited scientific evidence to support these claims. And that study was done on January 27th, 2024, 2 months ago. Guys, please, if I have any young viewers, stop watching these guys. They're irresponsible. They don't care about you. All they care about is their views and making their money and making the fitness industry look ridiculous. I'm going to say it again. There's no replacement for hard work. You're going to get in the gym. You're going to train hard, okay? You're going to eat right. You're going to make smart food choices. You're going to make the right supplements like creatine, glutamine, protein, multivitamin, multi-mineral. This whole fitness thing is not a sprint. Okay, this is a marathon. You're in it for life. That's it. I'm 47 years old. I've been doing this since high school. There's almost nothing I've never heard of. So when somebody throws some ridiculous thing at me, like the Liver King and eat testicles and turkesterone, whatever the hell he's talking about, Greg Doucette, I know it's nonsense. But there's a 15-year-old kid out there who doesn't, and he's ready to do whatever it takes because he wants to get big muscles and so on and so forth. It's just asinine and ridiculous. Anyway, I did that one. I can't believe it took me this long to do that one, because normally that was every time I flip through my phone and I see another idiot doing something ridiculous, I'm like, I can't believe these fucking people have a following. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, guys, listen, like, share, subscribe. And I'm sorry that I've come off pissed off, but I was a little pissed off with this one. All right. And don't follow these numbnuts, these knuckleheads, these assholes. Don't follow them. Do me a favor. Follow guys that have established themselves in the industry. Follow RX Muscle. Follow Hostile. I know Fuad is always in the headlines, for lack of a better term, but he does know what he's doing. Follow the Dennis James podcast, the Jay Cutler one. Follow me. At least you got me. You got Phil Clayhar. You got Dorian Haywood that come on. I have John De La Rosa that comes on. I have King Kamali that comes on. These are people that are established and have done this for a long time and know what the hell they're doing. And they're the best in the world at what they do. And they're on my channel. And they will tell you the same thing I told you. There is no replacement. These guys are idiots. Don't do what they do, because you're just going to wind up hurt, wasting your money, wasting your time, and realizing the hard way that they are full of shit. Subscribe to my channel.